Well, hey there. All right. It is Saturday. It is a Saturday. This is important because Saturdays, if you're a regular work week person, tend to be a strange sort of a what am I going to do with myself sort of day. And maybe you had a great big fat plan that changed because it's raining, or maybe you thought you were going to relax and your partner wanted you to do something, or vice versa, or you planned A, somebody else planned B for you. So planning is great, life is great, weekends are great. And maybe you're a regular work week person and maybe you're not. But, it was interesting. Yesterday, on two different occasions, someone asked me about coaching and what is coaching and what do I do and how am I different than a therapist. And I'm going to get back to your weekend thing. I'm just digressing for a specific purpose. And the thing is that what I am as a coach is I'm a life example, I'm a mentor, I'm a coach, meaning I validate and help buoy people up. I do provide listening skills similar to a therapist, but not diagnosing. And I am also just almost like the best friend you've ever had. And I'm going to tell you what that looks like in terms of your specific life today and what I do. I've spent years, moments, hours, days studying all kinds of things about life, reading all kinds of books, spiritual texts, going all around the world, trying to find out the answers to what makes one happy in life. It's not exactly a linear answer. It's not A squared plus B squared equals C squared because we're all different people. So my map doesn't look like your map, but yet the road, the path, if you will, does have similarities. And those similarities are taking care of one's physical body, having good emotional boundaries or an understanding of one's emotions, period, being able to communicate clearly and assertively about yourself and about things that are going on, and protecting yourself at all costs from things that would harm you. Now, we all know life is full of things, dangers, situations, weird, creepy people that would actually harm us. But that's not the norm. The media would tell you that there's all kinds of scary, dangerous things going on out there all the time that you should be concerned with or afraid of in terms of people, places, sicknesses, and all sorts. I don't believe that's the norm, but I do believe those things are out there, right? So we need to understand that. But getting back to the coaching thing, the reason why this is important, the reason why the work that I've done on myself is important to you is I'm going to map this out for you right now to explain what coaching is. Only because it's important for you to know what the options are out there for you to get help for whatever's bothering you. And what I do is really simple, but it's profoundly, deeply transformative and necessary if you are going to be happy. So let's just say you wake up on a Saturday and you had a plan to do something, and then all of a sudden that plan got thwarted, and you're highly emotional, and now you're depressed. And now you're saying to yourself, nothing ever works out for me, or why does he or she always do this to me? And there's a whole litany of limiting beliefs and danger, Will Robinson type of harm being done to you, personalization, other types of emotions that are dark and ugly that have nothing to do with the simple fact that your plans were changed. And this kind of little thing, or even the rain. I had a plan for today and now it's raining. And I'm like, okay, I guess that bike ride is out. So what am I going to do now? Go shopping. But in all seriousness, what I think the pandemic has done is it's created this world where those kinds of little things used to happen all the time, little upsets, plan A to plan B, stupid things changing, somebody not doing what you wanted, somebody disagreeing with you or having an alternate opinion. And we just let them roll over us because that's humanity, that's life. We're not all the same and we need to be accepting of each other. But now it's just like fight, 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 fight. Get in there, make something happen, do something different, change their mind, debate this because it's important that you stand for something. And now it's just fighting. And fighting and anger and living in a state of high anxiety and stress are absolutely and fundamentally bad for your health. So all you people who are staying inside and masking and worried about getting sick, but in getting anxious and stressed and fighting and debating with people all the time, think about it. Think about how it's weighing out and think about basically like, what kinds of decisions you're making that are actually aiding and abetting your good health or harming you. Because at the end of the day, the toxins that are out there are nothing, zero, compared to the toxins that are in here. The way you view your life, your self-esteem, decisions that you make that are potentially self-sabotaging and harmful. Those are the things that as a coach, I help people look at. I help people accept. I help people find greater purpose and knowledge in who they are because quite frankly, most people don't know who they are. Most people are running around, and if you ask them who they are, they'd tell you what they do for a living, or they'd start telling you what the characteristics of their personality is. No, that's not who you are. Who you are is you. Whether it has a name, or it's a being, or a soul. I happen to be Nicole Devlin, but I am also an eternal and ethereal being living on this planet for a specific purpose. And I'm going to make one more connection to the coaching thing. I absolutely and 100% believe that the key to success and happiness is living a life of fullness and completion and wellness as best as is possible given your circumstances, and then spilling over to serve other people. Life is about service. I don't do what I do exclusively to make me better. I do it to help you. Every single last little thing I've done that has made me a better human being is absolutely available for you, to help you, to school you, to teach you, to mentor you, to be there for you. And that's basically what makes my life whole. And I want to give that away, and I want to teach it, and I want you to learn it, and I want to help you grow it, because that's what makes me feel happy, is that other people can feel what I feel, coming from a place that I did not always feel good about myself. All right? So on a Saturday, if your plans are changing and you feel disrupted and you're acting a little over emotional about it, you might have some things to look at. And it doesn't necessarily require you going into therapy and sitting for months on end in this deep place, looking at your childhood and all your feelings that come from what your parents did or didn't do, or what happened to you when you were 10 on the baseball team. It's about where you're living now. It's about handling and knowing about your emotions and being able to manage and understand them in a healthy, holistic, higher powered way. Because the other thing that I'll say is that some time ago, we threw away, a lot of people I know, I should say, threw away religion, but it was like throwing the baby out with the bathwater, because there's aspects of understanding higher power, higher being, God, the natures, the oceans, conscious creation, that is absolutely essential for this course of self-destruct, to or on the path or course of self-discovery, right? Without knowing that there's something bigger and greater, you will live in fear of the things that are out there that could harm you, and you will, more importantly, live in fear of yourself. And we don't want that. We want a good life. We want a happy life. We want a successful life. So anyway, stay tuned for more on another day or at another time. If you're interested in getting in touch or asking me anything about my coaching, I can be reached at nicole@nicoledevlin.com or by Messenger and Facebook. I really hope you all have a good weekend. Thanks for joining me.